In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, all the praises and thanks to Allah, the Lords of the Alameen. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope all is well and fine. This is video lecture 2 for subject English, class 4. Your English teacher Naushin Mirza here from Divisional Public School, Model Town, Lahore. The instructions for today's lecture are: you have to be ready to learn. You have to sit with full concentration and make sure you have your books, notebooks and stationery items with you, and supervision of elders or parents is required. The contents of today's lecture are: there is a recap, the previous lecture. Next we'll do question answers of the unit. Then we'll do multi-choice questions and fill in the blanks. As we have learned about the story Adjutant Bird in the previous lecture, now let's have a recap of that story. The story is about a tall, long-legged adjutant bird who lived with his wife on the island of Borneo. He has sleek grey feathers, often ruffled by warm breeze. The 9 monkeys irritated him by plucking his feathers while he was sleeping. He thought of a plan with Bobo, a tortoise, to teach them a lesson. He found a boat with a hole in it and invited them to have a ride. He instructed them to tie up their tails to avoid drowning. When the tortoise drifted away from the hole, the boat began to sink. The monkeys got frightened and felt miserable. But they learned a lesson that they won't play tricks or upset other animals. I hope you have recalled all the story of the adjutant bird. Now let's do the question answers. The question answers are on page 85. I'll read the first question for you. That is, what was Adjutant Bird doing at the start of the story? कहानी के शुरू में Adjutant Bird क्या कर रहा था? The answer for this question is: the adjutant bird was sleeping at the start of the story. Question number 2 is: what made the tortoise want to help the adjutant bird? The answer for this question is: the monkeys had troubled the tortoise in the past and he too wanted to teach them a lesson. Question number 3 is: what would have happened to the adjutant bird if his wife had not been there to look after him? The answer for this question is: the adjutant bird would have died if his wife had not been there to look after him. You have to note down all the question answers in your notebooks and learn them as well. Next we have multi-choice questions for this lesson. The first one is: the tall dash adjutant bird lived with his wife on the island of Borneo. The options here are: A. small-legged, B. Long-legged. C. Short-legged. So the correct answer for this multi-choice question is long-legged. The tall, long-legged adjutant bird lived with his wife on the island of Borneo. Second one is, on his back, his dash grey feathers were neatly arranged. The options here are silky, B. Soft, C. Sleek. So according to the lesson, the correct answer for this multi-choice question is sleek. On his back, his sleek grey feathers were neatly arranged. The third one is, while he was sleeping, a family of dash, 9 of them came stealing down from the trees. The options here are A. Tortoise, B. Monkeys, C. Bobo. The correct answer is monkeys. Yes, you are right. While he was sleeping, a family of monkeys, 9 of them, came stealing down from the trees. The fourth one is, so the adjutant bird flew up and the tortoise popped down out of the dash into the water. The options are A. Hole, B. Window, C. Box. Here comes hole. You're right. So the adjutant bird flew up and the tortoise popped down out of the hole into the water. The last one is, the bird pretended there was dash and asked the monkeys to tie their tails together. A. Danger, B. Damage, C. Destruction. So according to the lesson, here comes danger for this multi-choice question. The bird pretended there was danger and asked the monkeys to tie their tails together. Here is worksheet of fill in the blanks for unit 10. Let me read the question for you. Fill in the blanks by using these words. First word is ruffled. Second is tails, flying, angry, tricks, dreadful. The first blank is, one day, while his wife was dash, he fell asleep near their nest. The word for this blank is flying. As you have read in the story, one day, while his wife was flying, he fell asleep near their nest. Second is, his feathers were occasionally dashed by the warm breeze. The word for this blank is ruffled. So we'll choose the word from the column and write here in the blank. It means unarranged. Ruffled means unarranged. उसके पर अक्सर गर्म हवा से unarranged हो जाते थे, गड़बड़ हो जाते थे. Third one is, Bobog was also dash with the monkeys. Bobog was also angry with the monkeys. Means Bobog भी उन monkeys से बहुत नाराज था. Next is, their dash were tied together, so they had a dash time of it. Here in this blank comes tails in first blank. Their tails were tied together, so they had a dreadful time of it. उनके tails आपस में बंधे हुए थे, so they had a dreadful time. उन्होंने एक खौफनाक वक्त गुजारा. Next is, they carried on being noisy and lively, but they did not play dash on other animals. In this blank, the word tricks will come. The sentence will be like that. They carried on being noisy and lively, but they did not play tricks on other animals. You have to note down all the fill in the blanks activity in your notebooks as well and learn them. The home task for today's lecture is learn and write all the work on your notebooks. Dear students, if you have any questions or any queries, do inbox me or comment in the comment box. I am here to help you, to guide you. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.